What's going on, everybody? I just wanted to come in here and give you my reaction to the NFL playoffs. Um, didn't go as well as I expected today. Yesterday I was 2-0. Today I was 0-2. So overall it was 2-2. And I don't know, man. But let's get into the games here, and I'm going to give you some thoughts on the actual games themselves. First one, Seattle going into Atlanta. Um, it went exactly as I expected. I said Seattle would need to score 40 to win. I also said they weren't capable of doing it. Guess what? I was right. The only thing that could have made that game better is if Richard Sherman would go into the Tiki Barber shop. Imagine that would make one hell of a commercial. Uh, Richard Sherman walks in there. Tiki Barber cuts his hair right down the middle, just there, only there, and here comes the commercial. Richard Sherman walking into the Tiki Barbershop. Surprising. Seattle getting their ass kicked by Atlanta. Not so surprising. Book it, people. Book it. But anyway, let's move on to the next game. Houston at New England. Again, the only thing that surprised me about this game is Houston actually scored. Not only did they score, they made this a game in the first half. But then in the second half, they remembered they were Houston. New England remembered they were New England. Everybody knew their roles and shut their mouths, and everybody can eat, drink, vape, and be merry. So not much I can really say. I can't really bag on Houston too much for losing that game. They just they couldn't do it. Bottom line, end of story. Now let's get into the games that happened today. Uh, Green Bay going into Dallas. I picked Dallas. Oh my God, that game was an epic game though. So you have to give it up. Green Bay jumped out to that 21-3 lead. Dallas had a tough time overcoming it, and they did. And I didn't think Green Bay was going to be able to stop Ezekiel Elliott and Des Bryant. And actually, they didn't. They Dallas stopped them, but with all their penalties. And like we've always said, penalties will come back to kill you. But give it up for Mason Crosby, man. You know what? I was looking at that dude. He was so happy when he kicked that game-winning field goal. And you know exactly what he was thinking. He was thinking this. He was like, "This is what Jim must feel like when his picks go 0 or 4-0." Well, you know what? And then when my picks go 4-0, I say, this is what Mason Crosby felt like when he kicked the game-winning field goal against Dallas. So anyway, moving on to the next game, Kansas City at Pittsburgh. And I just got one more thing to say, too, is Aaron Rodgers, that discount double-check insurance definitely covers choke jobs. Because if you guys would have lost that game, that would have went down as an epic choke job, that's for sure. So good job, Aaron Rodgers. And on to the final game, Pittsburgh and going into Kansas City. Pretty boring game for the most part. Pittsburgh didn't even score a touchdown, won the game. Kansas City, just their offense just wasn't there. They didn't have it today. Bottom line. The only thing that I can say about Kansas City is if you're going to have a home game, you've got to win it. You've got to make those plays. And that holding call on that 2-point conversion, that isn't the only thing. If you guys would have scored at least one more touchdown, hit one more field goal, maybe you wouldn't be in that position. But hey, next week we've got Pittsburgh going to New England, which is going to be a pretty good game, and Atlanta and Green Bay, which I think is going to be a shootout. But I'll get into that next week. I don't have any bumper music this week, but please like and subscribe to my channel here. Follow me on Twitter at TonaPodGem. Share this video, and y'all have a good day.